I didn't mute.
Don't know. Let's try this again.
Hold
We're
on.
recording. We're on.
I see this thing working. All right. Anyway, so I can thank God for editing. I'm Lena Anderson, and I'm here with my husband Thomas Anderson, and we wanted to share some downloads that we got through just observing our children and parenting.
So
So
this will be a triple T 23 weighted ministries.
slash Her Rocker Chronicles. Um, what conversation piece, I guess.
Collaboration, conversation piece.
Okay, so something that we were talking amongst ourselves about was faith, and I was talking to my friend Tiffany, and I was talking to her about my kids and all the things that they've done to show that they've had faith in God in the past, and it was interesting because like each of our kids have shown faith through different ways, and so it was something that when I wrote down and we were discussing, and there was like a list of things because the question she asked is how do we, I guess as we get older, how do we start to lose faith, and what is it about children that it's so activated? So there were some steps involved, and I'm gonna tell them about, I'm gonna break down one, and then come back to why are you staring off like this?
Just playing. No, just playing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We can do that. So yeah. So as everybody know, we have 5 kids. I had to think that over in my head for a second. We have 5 kids, and they're all at different stages of how that faith works. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down because this is crazy. So this is really why God wants you to come to Him, kind of as you were when you were a child, because we see it in our kids. We see it, the faith that they will have to ask for something or to say they want something, and never have any inclination that anything is going to happen, and then they get it, and it's not always from us. It's just there are a lot of times it comes out of nowhere, and they get it. So, and it's just that they believe in it so strongly and just know that it's coming to them, and then they just really leave it alone. Oh, well, let me correct that. The different stages. You have the stage where they know it's going to happen. They say that's what they want, leave it alone. But you also have a persistent stage as well. So she can get into some of that.
See, so for me, what I've noticed is childlike faith comes from relationship with parents and trusting the authority that we are as parents or as guardians, or whom they trust adults to be in their life. And so I remember my son, he's my oldest, our oldest, excuse me,
check it right.
Our oldest, when he was small, he had wrote a list out to Santa Claus. He wasn't sitting around like asking a whole bunch of questions like, oh, when is he going to get it? He just was very confident. He was just like, can you give this to him? And had 3 things listed. It wasn't a whole bunch of stuff. And I remember I never gave that list out to anybody. And on Christmas, he got exactly what was on that list. Like everything he wanted was down. Like it was so mind blowing to me. At the time, I was just like, I couldn't explain it to him what happened and how it happened, or but I could only tell him a little bit to give him an understanding. But it showed me one step to get into the childlike faith again, and that was surrender. He wasn't worried about it. He just surrendered it over to me, like, can you give this to Santa? And waited for it, and it came. My middle daughter, my oldest daughter, sorry, Serenity. So she struggles a bit in her understanding about like God and how He speaks, and I think she's so in desire to hear His voice, and she's accustomed to the natural of hearing His voice So she's kind of expecting that. And so I really was praying for God to show her what faith looked like, what it meant to move in faith. And so one day we were watching TV, having our late night conversations, and she said she wanted gummy bears. A Black Forest gummies commercial came on, and she said she wanted them. And it came to me to start singing the song, and so I said, start singing it. And I said, I bet you, look, you know this is God, because I said I said, just sing the song and it'll come. And I'm joking around, and okay, I'm gonna do it for you if I don't laugh too hard. And I was like, Black Forest gummies, so juicy, y'all. And she's really shy, so she's looking at me like, no, I'm not doing that. And I just was like, no, do it. If you do it, it'll come. Now, all the while, I'm thinking that if she does it, you know, I'm playing with her, I'll go get it for her, because she never knows if it's going to come or not. And so we were at church, and it was around the time when it was time for them to go to school. And I didn't get them for her yet. And I didn't tell anybody about this. It was just us joking around. And inside of one of the members of the church got a box of like back to school supplies for all the kids. Inside of each of the boxes for the back to school boxes, I kid you not, it wasn't just any ordinary gummies. It was the Black Forest gummies in the box. And it was a big bag. And it wasn't just for her. All of them got it. So her faith, because she finally did sing the song and was freed herself from feeling like she couldn't. She activated it, and all of the kids got a bag of Black Forest gummies, big bag too. And I was like, I had to share that with the members because I was in shock. I was like, you know, again, I'm thinking I'm going to go act out and get it for her just to show her, but God did it. And I was praying for that to happen. So that was amazing. Another, you want to talk about Destiny, what she did on Christmas? Destiny, when she cleared out, everything was clean.
Oh, okay.
Up.
So our middle girl, the baby prophetess, started clearing out the room for toys for Christmas. She started clearing out the room, and this was her faith being acted out, but also my eyes being opened as well. Because as she's clearing out the toys and making room for more toys and throwing out old toys, throwing out stuff she don't play with anymore, I'm worried because I'm like, man, I'm trying to take care of these bills. I'm trying to take care of everything that has to get taken care of. Car needs fixing, got to take care of that. All this stuff is coming up right at the last minute. And I'm like, how can I give my kids a Christmas? And it's not so much about Christmas. I enjoy the joy that they get on their faces. I enjoy that moment. And I do things on a regular, but I know it's the kids. It's kids. I was there. I got excited for Christmas. Same thing. I'm not going to fault them. I know how it goes. And so I'm worried, thinking, you know, there's nothing under the tree. What is she, you know, having private conversations with my wife? What is she clearing out in the room? Because we have nothing under the tree. What is she clearing out for? What am I going to do? And I'm talking 2 days, 3 days before Christmas. What am I going to do? I have nothing. I can't go get nothing. What is going to happen? And long story short, she ended up on Christmas with multiple toys. All of them ended up with multiple toys and dolls. And we never expected it. And I'm just sitting in shock because I'm talking, they have so many toys now that they're in a big box in the living room and not even in their room because they have that many, and it keeps just
piling up. And it's just, it was amazing to see, because that was her moving by what she felt. She felt it was coming, so she made a move. She took a step that didn't require approval from us, because I'm sitting there like, no, you didn't mess up this whole room like this, talking about you clearing out toys.
And even that step is like, You know, so many people are waiting for their blessing, but we get caught holding on to what we have. We don't even make room for that blessing. Yeah. Like for me, I'm going to get my truck. I'm going to get my truck. It's going to be a nice truck. Y'all going to see me. Y'all going to know it's me. Anyway, I'm going to get my truck. But to get my truck, I got to make room for it. I got to get prepared for it. Because it's not the same as the vehicle we got now. So I got to get prepared for it. I have to transition myself to be able to maintain that and take care of it and things like that. Even my past jobs that I've been working have prepared me for the truck that I'm going to get, because I wasn't thinking about no truck before I started working the type of jobs I started working. Before I became a trucker, I was not thinking about no truck. I was thinking about just a bike. That's it. You know, and now I want a big boy truck, because that's all I've been driving. And now that's what I want to drive as my personal vehicle, is a big boy truck. And just it all the way down to, we're gonna double back to Mariah.
Mariah is my, I'm gonna say, my little rebel.
That's persistence.
But she's always persistent. And so with her, she showed us faith in keeping parents, us, or keeping God in remembrance. And like little kids, it's like they trust you, but there's a thing where it's like, if it doesn't show up, it's kind of like, well, you remember you told me this, you remember you told me that. And a lot of people don't think that keeping God in remembrance of his promises is how you push your faith forward. I mean, like when you think about yourself as a parent or a guardian, how good does it feel to know that your children got a grasp of what you said or what you promised? Sometimes we forget in the natural, but God, thank you, Lord, he doesn't. And so for Mariah, she's persistent about what it is that she wants, and she's persistent in her ask, so that way we don't forget, because there are 5 children in this house, and she's waiting for what it is that was promised to her. So that's another step in faith, is to be persistent in what it is you're asking for. If she forgets, then it'll make it way easier for us to forget too, because of how many kids there are in here asking us for things.
And even in that persistence, you got to think of it this way. A lot of people, the reason that a further reason why they do not feel comfortable being like, well, God, remember you said this, or remember you promised this or that, is because there's no relationship. She's comfortable doing that with us because we're her parents, and there's that relationship there. She has that closeness to us that she can say, well, remember, Dad, you said you was going to take me here. Remember, you said next time I can go to the store? Because I hear that 100 times. Remember, you said you was going to take me to the store? Remember, you said you was going to give me $1? Remember, and she's persistent about it because she's built that relationship and she's comfortable coming to us. If you're not comfortable with someone, you're going to be kind of nervous about being persistent with them and coming at them, because you're like, I don't know how they're going to react. I don't know what their reaction is going to be. Right. So it's like when you call for a new job, you don't want to keep calling because you're like, well, I don't want to keep calling, and then that be the reason I don't get it, because they're aggravated. Like, why do I keep bothering them? But they told me they're going to get back to me. So you build that relationship, and that's part of it with her. That's part of that. She's built that relationship, and so she's persistent about it. I even had a learning experience with the baby Imani. This just a couple days ago. So she asked me to go to the gym with me, and this really showed me myself in a walk with God. Is because she asked me to go to the gym with me, and I said, at first I was like, nah, you're not going to be able to do anything. She was like, it's fine. I just want to go in and sit down with you. And I'm like, okay, that's sweet. She want to come to the gym with me. Okay, that's fine. You're just going to go in there and sit down. I took her on the walk. I took her in the gym with me. She wanted to get on the treadmill because she saw me on the treadmill. And I was like, not right now. Just sit right there. I'm working out. You can't do it right now, because I wanted to be able to pay attention to her when she was on there to make sure she don't get hurt. Same thing with us and our Father. Sometimes he bring us into the room that we asked to be in, and you can't go touch everything yet, but you're already in that space.
Yep.
And you just need to wait just a second until he finishes. Like, he got to finish. Let me finish this real quick. Let me fix this up for you real quick. Let me make sure that this place is okay for you so you don't get hurt. And sure enough, when I was done and I knew I could watch her where she wouldn't get hurt, because she sat there patiently, because she waited, I let her get up there. I was able to watch her and make sure she was safe. So you get that opportunity. She got what she wanted, but it was through the patience. She came in there, she wanted that inch. She just wanted to get there, and she got there. Then she wanted that inch. She just wanted to get on the treadmill. She waited, and she got there. Sometimes it takes us just being patient. We want to go. We want to be in this house. We want to be in this space. We want to be on this level financially. Well, sometimes he lead us to that room and say, hold on, don't touch, not yet. Don't touch it yet. Because if you touch it too soon, you might get hurt. You might take that money and start spending it before you got it, and then you find yourself in the same situation. Yeah. Or you might go and fall for this person, and that's not the person in the room that I wanted you to fall for. The person that you were supposed to be looking at is behind that person. But because you wanted to go ahead and touch it before I said so, you touched the wrong person. You went to the wrong person. So she showed me that aspect of being patient and just following the directions that are given. Following this, you hear it. We can act like we don't hear it. We can act like we don't know which direction to be guided in. But you get that tug. And if you're not getting that tug, just take some time to sit down, just focus quietly and think. Just think. You don't even have to think. Just shut everything off, close your eyes, and just focus. What is it that you want? Where is it that you want to be? What is it that you're looking for? And just go about what you're doing, and it'll come to you when the time is right.
And that's the interesting thing about it again is, to watch your children. Children teach you things. I don't care what anybody says. Children are the best teachers to me, because, and I asked God. I remember I asked God, why did He make children be born, from so small? Like, God could have made us be at 13. He could have made us at 26, but He chose us at at 0 to however old we grow into. And He told me, He said, I wanted you to see yourself. And that blew my mind, because when I watch my children and observe them, I see so much of who I still am as an adult. And so it was great for us to have that conversation. That's why we came together to share with you. And it was just this 5 things that help activate your childlike faith again. And surrender is one, obedience, making a move, persistence, and patience. So we hope that this message, that this video, it blesses you, that it helps you to move in faith and to activate a childlike faith again. We're working on it. It's a daily process. It does not just happen.
It's a roller coaster. You can be here, and then you could, you hit it down, and you got to pick yourself back up, get back up that hill.
So,
and I'm blessed to have her that when I'm down, she picks me back up.
Same for me.
She's down, I pick her back up. We never allow each other to be on the same level of we're feeling here. If we're ever on that level, there's always one of us that goes take a shower, wash it off, come back out like, no, this is not us. This is not us.
Right.
Get up. We know what we are. We know what we're capable of. We came together. We've been doing this since we've gotten together. Let's keep doing it because we know that we're not only blessed, but we're blessed to be a blessing to others. And we just feel that our family is blessed to be a blessing to others. And that's our journey, is to continue to put out videos like this, the same way she puts out the videos on I Want My Pink Back, and I put out my videos on Weighted Ministries, is because that's our way of blessing the world, is giving them the pieces of ourselves and the pieces of the downloads that we're given to bless others and give them that knowledge and allow them to take it in. And it may motivate you, it may move you, it may even get you out of a stagnant place. And that's really all we're trying to do, is just help the next person. We're trying to find the one and also help the 99, because there's too much tearing down of each other. And sometimes while you're tearing down each other, you're taking away from the 99 and you're making one of the 99 that one. So keep that in mind. Stay blessed. We love you from us to you. Like, subscribe, and share it to both of us. Yes. I Want My Pink Back. Triple T 23 TV, Weighted Ministries, Her Rocker Chronicles. And for y'all that know us, y'all know how we are.
Goofballs. All right. Have a blessed one, and we'll see you again.